Previously on The Bachelor.
Here you are. Everybody disappeared and I was getting scared there on my own because, there's probably a murderer on the loose, right?
Yes, Chet, we remember. Sorry we disappeared. We were just having a little powwow. We were thinking of having a little house tour to explore the rooms we haven't gotten to yet. Do you think you could show us your childhood room?
Yeah, man. The place where all the magic happened. Like, literally, Magic the Gathering, the game. Used to play it all the time. Anyway, the room's right down the hall here. Here it is.
So, have you gotten to spend any time in here since filming started?
Oh, yeah, man. First night here. Figured it'd give me some good juju for the fantasy suites if I slept where it all started. My first time, bros. You can't have thought that the only magic happening in here was the card game.
Congrats, man, but it's been a long time since you've actually lived here. So, has there been anything different or weird with the bed since you've been here recently?
Weird. Oh, there was one thing. They replaced my Pokemon bed sheets with this, quesadilla thing? You believe that?
What I can't believe is that anybody thought he was the most eligible guy in the house.
So was that it? Did you come back in here any other time after that first night?
Yeah, I remember him coming in here once, and it was after Harry was already dead.
It's true, I did, but only for a few minutes. I just needed a little bit of alone time.
And you knew that no one would come bother you in here. How convenient.
And it was just a couple minutes, just in and out. Fast enough for you to hide these.
Well, I did hide something in here, but it's not whatever that is. Look, this is all I put in here. Some people might say that using contraception is the same thing as murder, but I think it's the smart choice.
You in for a shock if you think we're going to be letting you off that easy. You've admitted to being at the location where we found crucial evidence. You used nearly identical method of concealment in that same location, and we didn't forget that you were directly next to the victim at the scene of the crime.
Guys, really, I think there's been some kind of misunderstanding here.
The same way you had a misunderstanding with Harry, right before you stabbed him in the heart?
I knew you could be cruel, breaking girls' hearts right and left, but I never expected you could have actually killed him. Oh.
You're going down, bro.
Wait, all of that's just circumstantial evidence. We're gonna need something else to prove if he's guilty. Do you have that memo? You. Draw. The scene in front of you. Draw it right now.
Okay. I'll do whatever you want to prove my innocence. Done. I know it's not much, but pen's not really my preferred medium. If we had some colored pencils or maybe a crayon, it'd be really
You don't have any crayons? Give me that. What is this, amateur hour?
I'm not even sure which one's supposed to be me.
You're right. That's nowhere near the level of detail on the weapon drawings that we found. And did you see the way he was holding his pen? It's like my 5-year-old nephew when he's trying his hardest.
So, if it wasn't Chet...
I knew it wasn't me.
So that means there's only one more person left who we haven't ruled out yet.
Heather, we were just talking about you.
Is that so? I hope only good things.
Of course, we were just talking about how tight of a ship you run around here.
I'm just glad somebody finally recognizes how hard it is to wrangle this team of amateurs. Chet, Are you ready to go? It's almost showtime. Let's go find you a wife.
You're pretty dressed up tonight. I guess you're officially done with the boring producer uniform, huh?
I mean, yeah, if I'm gonna be the new face of this franchise, I can't keep slumming it like everybody else.
So you really think the show's going to keep going after this season? No one thinks it can without Harry.
I get it. I really do. Harry's death was so sad. The whole fandom loved him. But I think I speak for everyone when I say that he wouldn't want the show to stop on his account.
On account of his death?
Look, Harry was always saying he wanted this to be the most dramatic season ever. He's finally getting his wish. I think he'd be really happy about it if he were still alive to see it. Now, let's move on to more important things. Chet, what do you want your grand proposal to include? Romantic serenade? A sunset picnic?
No, never really thought of myself as simple. I think I'll stick with a handwritten note.
Easy enough. We both know your penmanship is terrible, though, so I'll handle this one. Gotta put that BFA to use somehow.
You know, Heather, we wanted to ask while we're up here. We found something interesting.
What, Chet's condom stash? I'm sorry to break it to you, but that's actually pretty normal in the Bachelor house.
That's not what I was going to say, but I am interested to know how you found them. Did you find anything else surprising while you're digging around in his bed?
Believe me, once I found his stash, I was out of there. I'm not interested in knowing what else I'm sure Chet was hiding up here.
We found hand-drawn diagrams of the murder weapon under his pillow. Who better to have drawn them than someone putting their BFA to use?
And we found the memo Harry sent out saying that he was staying on as host. Only a few of us even knew that existed.
That sounds a lot like an accusation. And I'll have you remember that I've been nothing but helpful this entire time. While you all have been running around playing detective, I've been keeping the ship afloat. And I think I'd be hard-pressed to plan a murder when I've been busy trying to make Chet's dreams come true.
That may be true, but you also have the motive, the means, the most to gain from Harry's untimely death.
Untimely? Untimely? Harry was at least 50 years old. That's nearly ancient in Bachelor years. He probably just tripped and fell on the knife like a clumsy old man, and this whole game of Clue we're playing is a big waste of time.
Heather, we have a mock-up of the weapon used to kill Harry Christon. And we have a memo that we're testing for your fingerprints. We believe that you're involved in this murder, and it would be better for everyone if you would just own up to it right now.
How would you feel if you could never move up in your industry because old men won't retire? They're all useless. Him, and especially him. And I'll take down every last one of you until I get the job that I deserve. That's how we do it in New York.
What do you think you're doing?
Hey, somebody's got to film this.
Is that really what's important right now?
Shh, I gotta get this shot.
Ignoring whatever you're doing, Heather, you're under arrest for tampering with evidence, obstruction of justice, and the murder of Harry Christon.
Here, I was kind of holding on to these for later, but
I'm not even gonna
this,
ask.
okay.
If you guys don't get outside right now, you're really gonna miss out. So many beautiful pine cones just waiting to be stored. Oh, what's going on here?
What's going on is that I've made my decision. Mandy, you've shown me so many sides of yourself this week. I don't think I could live without you in my life. Literally. What you just did was amazing, and I know that you're gonna have my back for the rest of our lives. Mandy, will you marry me?
Oh my god, yes! 1,000,000 trillion times yes! Ah!
Finally, is this whole thing over? I can't wait to get back to real life.
You thought this was all fake too? I knew I wasn't crazy. By the way, you're kind of cute. You want to go out sometime?
Sure. Sure, what do I have to lose?
All right, Heather, take a moment and say your goodbyes.
How dare you steal my line? This show is mine. You're all nothing without me.
All right, that's enough.
Coming this summer, The Bachelor, Naked and Afraid.